All right, day 9 in this cult. I am feeling really good. I woke up feeling like super light again, just like extra flushed. As you guys can see, my cheeks look less chubby, but the thing is so is something else is less chubby. But the thing is, I gained a pound. So what is up with that? So when you are tracking everything, or you think you're tracking everything perfectly, and all of a sudden your weight's kind of fluctuating, and you're like, what the heck? I just lost I lost 7 pounds, but then today I weighed myself and now I'm up a pound. So there could be a couple things going on, right? You miscounted, you overate, or you had a little bit more carbs, or you had more water, or for some reason your body was holding on to more water at that time. So I think pretty much what happened with me is my body. So yesterday I pretty much drank like a full gallon, and then on top of that another half. So I kept waking up through the night and just drinking my flavored water, like one of these, like huge, like one of these that are huge. And I kept just drinking on that all night, and then so I think it's just water weight, and then my body, like I'm pretty sore in my legs from all the cardio. That's why I am kind of going back a little bit on the cardio, but not too much. So like this morning I did my 30 minutes fasted, did my 45 minutes of cardio outside already, and then I might do a little bit more cardio after my workout. I'm not too sure yet. I'll see how I feel, but like my legs are pretty sore. So I think my body's just holding on to more water right now. And if I weigh myself in a few days, or say I weigh, so what's today's Friday, right? I don't go off of like Friday, Saturday, so I go off back day, arm day, you know what I mean? So if I weigh myself on Monday morning fasted, I'll probably be a lot lighter as long as I still stay on track with the calorie deficit. Today, I'm actually going to give myself some more calories. So my maintenance calories is 2,665 calories. So that means if I eat 2,665 calories, I won't gain any weight and I won't lose any weight. Like meaning fat, right? So I'm going to go up to that 2,600 today, because yesterday I ended at like 1,800 and I just was not hungry. So it was weird. It was 17 or 18, something like that. And I just was not hungry. So I didn't eat for the rest of the night and went to bed. And I had so much freaking energy. I had a hard time sleeping. So too, it could have been a lack of sleep, because I only slept like a couple like hours, and then I got woken up because I live in the car, and I got woken up from people like screaming and yelling, and in the area that I parked, and there was like a big old fight in the street, and I was like, what the heck's going on? And then after that, I was kind of ramped up. My anxiety was ramped up, so I couldn't fall back to sleep. And then I stayed up until like 3, 4 in the morning. And then I went back to bed for just like another 3 hours. So could have been lack of sleep as well, but I had a lot of energy anyways. And I don't know if that's just from being fasted or what that was, or just like less calories. I don't know what made that like just so much crazy energy. It might be due with like my blood sugar levels. I know that has a lot to play with it. So but yeah, so that's just showing you guys, like, if your scale, just like stay on track and just trust the process. Don't freak out when your scale doesn't move, unless it's been like a solid like 2 weeks, like a week and a half, and your scale hasn't gone down. Then you're doing something wrong. You're okay. I gotta adjust my calories. I gotta relook at what I'm counting. Am I weighing everything properly? Am I counting everything properly? Am I going into the fridge, or am I going into the cupboard getting some what is it, I don't know, like maybe you're going and getting some fucking potato chips, or something like that, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have 2 handfuls of potato chips, but then you go back later and you do the same thing, and then all of a sudden you're at like 400 or 500 calories of potato chips, just like that, with just couple handfuls. So it could be stuff like that. So that is why you have to be anal about every little calorie you count going inside you, and you gotta weigh it out, like 100% weigh it out so you know exact. Because you can try to eyeball it, and I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty good at eyeballing things. Like I can tell you, like, oh, that piece of chicken looks like it's about 200 grams, but it's like it's not 100% accurate. And if you want to get below that 10% body fat, see, this is only for like the people who are trying to go to the extreme on this. Like, you have to like count 100% everything, because even if you're off by like 25 to, like, say you're off like 25 to 40 grams, that's just gonna throw shit off. Like, you're gonna screw yourself, especially when you're trying to get to that below that 10% body fat. Now, for the basic person that's just like, I'm trying to lose fat for the long run, and I'm very obese, and like, it's not gonna make that big of a difference for you, but it kind of does to an extent. It's like, you don't want to be in this, like, I don't want to be in this cutting phase longer than I need to be, right? So if I just do it now, freaking get it over with, get below that 10% body fat, then I can juggle, right? So then it's like, okay, and then I can go on my bulks. And then when I'm like, okay, I'm done with bulking, cut back down, and then I'm already in that like 10 to 13% body fat range, so then it's easier to get back under 10%. Or you do like the lean bulking. You only really have to get under that 10% body fat once. Really work hard at it, get under that once, then you can start juggling back and forth, and it makes the cutting and bulking process easier. Right now, with how much fat I have on me, it just makes it, you know what I mean? Like, I need to just cut and get it over with, get the fat off, then I can start, juggling with that, where it's like, okay, I can go on a bulk for 2 months. Then it's like, okay, now I'm back on the cut for a month or two. Now I'm back on the bulk for a couple months. Then I'm on the cut for a couple. You know what I mean? It's just like, then you could just do it that way, and it's not, and it's like, because like, even being 236 pounds at 5'11", and I'm like, yeah, I do have a lot of muscle on me, but still I have a lot of fat. I'm still 20 something percent fat. That's really bad for my health, my heart, my organs, my livers. Like, it's like super bad for all that stuff. So it's better in the long run to just get below that 10% fat and just get it over with, and then start working from there. So today we're going to be doing back and blow. What is it? No, not blows. Back and traps. I do it kind of differently. I know some people do it backs and buys, but I do back and traps because working out, like, you get that like snake kind of look on your back of your triceps. I like that look. Oh shit, we didn't bring any more water. It's the only water we brought. The fuck, Megan?
Do you have Crystal Light in the back?
I don't have fucking Crystal Light.
Yes, you do. You like Crystal
No,
Light.
I put it all at the apartment because I'm redoing the back.
You didn't leave any in
No,
here?
I left it all at mom's.
What's wrong with you?
No, what the hell's wrong with you? You're supposed to get water.
What is wrong with you? Well, it looks like you're drinking
I'm not
plain
training
water.
you for free.
Looks like you're drinking plain water.
Anyways, I'm pretty hydrated right now, so I don't care. So, do back, and then blow out our back. I mean, do back, and do, I don't know, traps. Then maybe some cardio. We'll see how we feel. My legs feel pretty shot right now just from all the cardio I've been doing. They feel like they haven't been able to freaking recover from my leg day. And part of that's because I went pretty hard on my leg day. And then part of that is because all the massive amount of cardio that I'm doing as well. So we are pulling up to the gym now. And where the hell is everyone? Did everyone already give up?
It's Friday. Everyone's out.
No, Friday. It's back day. Or leg day for people. What the heck? There's like no one here. Well, I guess it's good for us. I just figured there'd be more people here. People already giving up or what? Or everyone waiting until Monday? I don't know. But alright, let's go in there. Destroy our back. Try to melt this fat off of us. So right now, my calories are kind of high just because I told you guys I'm going to go to 2,600 today. So I'm at 1,555, and my carbs are really high right now. So my carbs are 184. My protein's only 78. My fat is 66. So for the rest of the night, I'm going to be focusing on getting my protein way up. So I just got to get that protein way up. So I need about 120 more grams of protein, which I can easily get. And like I'll have 2 scoops of protein powder. And then later I'll have more like ground turkey and that kind of stuff. So let's get in there. It's warm up and then start this back day. As you can see, I do them differently every time with different equipment. I'm gonna sit here and spam these for 3 more times and then do something else. Basic back rolls, but this time I'm doing them wide. And then I'm going light because, oh my gosh, even 70 feels heavy. I'm gonna go lower in weight. The cut, I've definitely lost strength. Oh well. But I'm gonna sit here and spam this a couple times. I went way lower in weight. So this is what I was talking about, my mentality of I'm not trying to build muscle, I'm not trying to get more strength right now. I need to go lower weight, more reps, more squeezing, just so I can keep the muscle on during the weight loss phase. I just need to stimulate it and then get out and recover. I'm not trying to build muscle right now. I'm not trying to build my strength. And it's a mentality I got to get over. So we're only doing 42. Even 42 feels heavy right now. And normally I could do this whole stack when I'm full in bulk. Alright, I'll move on to something else and then we're pretty much almost done with back and then we gotta do traps. Alright, so I'm just going to the pose down, pump check, even though you can't really see my fat. Or I mean, you can't see my back muscles because of all my fat. I didn't do traps. I actually feel pretty good. Like my traps feel good right now. Like everything's like really sore in my back. Like I stimulated them good enough and I can feel a pump, but that's where I'm trying to remember. I'm building muscle right now. I'm not trying to put on more strength, more muscle right now. I'm trying to just keep the muscle on I have. So I need to just come in, stimulate, get out. So sometimes that even looks like 2 or 3 movements for 8 to 12 sets and then I'm done. Like I'm not in here for that long and I'm not in here trying to build, like I said, build the muscle and build the strength. Just trying to keep it on during the cut. And as you can see, I'm losing a lot of strength. Because if you go back on my TikTok, you can see me doing really heavy weight compared to what I'm doing right now. So This is what we're looking like. Let me put the camera down a little bit more here. Try to get my, oh, that's a little too low. We don't want to, whoa. All right. What is going on here? Don't need to be having a close-up of my middle of my chest there. Trying to motorboat me or what? Okay, so as you can see, I don't know. Do you guys see any difference yet? Megan, do you see any difference yet?
Yeah.
Or do you see the difference in my stomach?
Mm-hmm.
You see it in my stomach? Just less bloated. As you can see, more sucking in here and here. I don't even know how you do a back pose. Like that or what? I gotta learn how to do it. I know. I have no clue how to do a back pose. Alright. So as you can still see, 9 days in the cut. I'm almost looking at the point of when I started the bulk, right? With the fatness. So pretty good. And then yeah, I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go do some cardio, like 15 minutes, and then we're gonna see you guys in the car. I can't get over how badass it looks though, getting all the muscle. Need to start taking some Tren or something. Just teasing. Last time I tried Tren was like 2 years ago, and it made me like start having fantasies of like lady boys. So be careful with Tren. But I'm gonna go do cardio and then I'll see you guys in the 4Runner. Okay, so cardio done. So I got a freaking wedgie right now though. Oh my gosh, that sucked. I got a wedgie, but cardio, we did like 18 minutes of cardio, and I'm just dead. I'm completely dead right now. So I don't need to overdo it on the cardio right now. Especially because of, there's some different type of cardio that's going to be happening late at night. But so day 9, pretty much the lifts are over with, the cardio's over with. Now I just need to stay in my deficit. Well, like I said, I'm going to maintenance today, so I just need to stay in my maintenance calories and do everything all over again. That guy just ran that red light. Like, that was bad. It was a good thing I didn't go because I saw his light changing and I was like, oh, I could go easily. So just got to stick with the plan. And you know what? I should even still lose weight technically. I don't count my active calories burned compared to like some people. I don't like doing it this way. So some people will be like, okay, I burnt 500 calories in my workouts, so that leaves me an extra 500 calories that I can eat for the day. I don't do that. I don't count my active calories, and there's good reason for that. But so for example, if I was like, okay, I burned 500 calories today, so that means I can have 3,000 calories and I'll still be in a calorie deficit because I burned 500 calories off by working out. Some people do it that way. I don't do it that way. So no matter what, I'm going to be going to my maintenance calorie or my goal calories for the day. And so whatever I burned off in the gym is just extra. It's just extra, right? So in theory, say I was at 2,000 calories, but I burned off 500 calories in the gym, then you would be technically at 1,500 calories for the day. I don't know. When I tried to do it that way, I didn't really lose weight, and I don't know if that's because the accuracy of like your Apple Watch is off, or like the accuracy of the machines are off. So I don't know. I like doing it where I'm just like, okay, I have my calorie limit's 2,000 calories today, and I'm gonna go to 2,000, and that's all I'm gonna go to, and then I'm not gonna count my active calories. So anyways, that's the way I like doing it, but try it multiple different ways and see what works best for you. It might work best for you to count your active calories and you lose tons of weight, but it didn't work for me, and I don't know why that is. But anyways, maybe, I don't know. I don't, because I haven't done that in a long time, so maybe it's different. Maybe if I did that now, because I know how to accurately count. Back then I didn't know how to accurately count. I wasn't accurately counting my calories. I wasn't weighing out my food. So I was just going off the labels and just like doing the math in my head, and I suck at math. So I was in special education my whole life. And so that's probably why it didn't work, right? Because I wasn't counting with the macro tracker. So maybe if I tried it now, maybe it would work. So now all there to do is get my protein in, recover. I have so I'm gonna do 2 scoops of whey protein. Whey protein is just like, it's still protein, it's still good protein. Like, yeah, and when you're in a cut, try to not have liquid calories like that, but I feel really full off of it. Some people might not, so you might be better off just like eating your calories, like having turkey or ground beef. But with me, I'm totally okay to have 2 scoops of protein with Fairlife fat-free milk, and it keeps me full, and it's still good solid protein. So when people tell you like, oh, that's not really good protein, it's good protein. Don't listen to them, because if it wasn't good protein, then people like C-Bum, 6-time Mr. Olympia, wouldn't be doing it. And then my biggest pet peeve too is when, like, even when you're in a calorie deficit, 100 grams of white rice, or let's say 200 grams of rice versus 200 grams of cookies. At the end of the day, it's going to do the same, right? So if you're going to have 200 calories of white rice versus 200 calories of cookies, or say like, let's put it this way. This is a better way of putting it. This is how C-Bum did it. He was like, I needed 300 grams of carbs this day, and instead of having 300 grams of carbs worth of white rice, I just gave in and I had those cookies. So I had 300 grams of carbs from cookies, and his coach didn't even know he was doing this. And the dude still won Mr. Olympia. So that just goes to show you, there's no such thing as, when you're in a dieting down and bulking up context of like horrible choice in food. Like, yeah, like the micronutrients matter and all that stuff, but I'm saying at the end of the day, 300 grams of carbs is 300 grams of carbs. Your body is going to gain the same amount of weight no matter what, or lose the same amount of weight, depending on if you're in a calorie deficit or in a calorie surplus. So that is what matters in the end. You don't have to do freaking keto. You don't have to do carnivore. You don't have to do all these stupid freaking fad diets. Just focus on being in a calorie deficit, and that's all you have to worry about. That's seriously all you have to worry about. Because there's so many people out there that are just like, oh yeah, like, I can't lose weight unless I'm keto. And it's like, okay, well, if you track your calories, you'll know why you're losing weight. Because you're in such a calorie deficit. Because they'll be like, I'll be like, okay, what'd you have today? Oh, I had my butter coffee. Okay. A teaspoon of butter in my coffee, which is freaking disgusting. I used to do it, and it's disgusting. And it's like, okay, so there you go. Okay, so you had that. What else did you have? Oh, and then I had like, I had a steak with some butter. And I'm like, bro, you've only had like 1,000 calories for the day. No wonder why you're losing weight. Like, that's why, like, you can even fast, right? So like, I tell people, like, I saw this guy on TikTok who fasted for 40 days. And he lost a lot of weight. He lost like, I think it was like 30 something pounds or even more. And he took his progress photos, and he looks really good. So you can do just water fasts, and there's people that don't eat food for 100 days, and you could do that as long as you keep up on your electrolytes and all that stuff. I thought about doing it, but I won't do it because I don't want to lose I don't want to lose too much muscle. Even though I could probably get it back very quick, I don't want to lose muscle. But so it's like, at the end of the day, are you gonna go tell a kid in Africa the reason why he's super skinny is or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's because they've got lack of food. So if you go see, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of, like, what I'm trying to say is that mentality. It's like, are you gonna go tell a super skinny kid, like, that's starving to death, like, oh, you can't be eating McDonald's because that's bad for you, and then, like, I'm trying to think of it. I had it in my mind, I had it in my head, and now I don't have it in my head. It went right out the window, whatever I was gonna say. But but kids in Africa starve to death, and it's because they're in a calorie deficit. They don't have enough food. So that's what it is. If you took an American and you sent them to Africa and you said, okay, you got to try to survive like they are, they're going to lose all their weight. You know what I mean? And that's just what it comes down to is just calories in versus calories out. And I don't want to hear this BS like, oh, well, you know, I had a salad and a protein shake and I, you know, I just didn't, I'm just not losing weight. Bro, that is not all what you freaking ate. Like, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to me, and you're just not being disciplined, and you're not being truthful with yourself. Or maybe that might be the truth. Maybe for 3 days or even 4 days out of the week, you have protein shakes and a salad, but then on that 5th day, you go freaking crazy on potato chips, like fast food, candy, and then all of a sudden you're back into that calorie surplus for the week. Because you need to do it by the week, not just every day. It's like week by week. Right? Because, like, I can ruin all my progress. Like, right now, being in this calorie deficit for 9 days, I can go ruin all my progress in 15, 20 minutes by going absolute crazy with potato chips, like, or even going absolute crazy with chicken breast, rice, potatoes, like healthy foods. If I went absolute crazy with all that stuff, I can ruin my progress. So that's what I'm trying to get at with this. But tomorrow, what is tomorrow? So I don't know why I'm so off on my stuff right now. So tomorrow would be chest. So tomorrow's chest day. Did I miss a day? No, I don't think I did, right? Arms, back, chest, legs, arms, back, chest. Okay, so chest and shoulders, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm probably gonna just work on my shoulders and not work on my chest, because I'm just feeling a little weird in my right pec still. And it happens randomly. It'll be like when I'm sleeping, I'll wake up with like sharp pain in my right pecs, or like just like really weird stuff going on. So I probably won't work on my chest. If I do, it's gonna be very minimum. So I'm gonna give it some more rest on my chest, but my shoulders are ready to go. They're good, I can push them. And that's how I keep going, right? So then it's like, okay, I work on my shoulders tomorrow. Guess what? The next day, my legs are ready to go. So it's like, you know, that's just how I do it. But we'll see you guys tomorrow for shoulders. Why do I keep saying it like that? I keep saying it so weird. Why do I keep saying it like that? Shoulders. There we go. And then, yeah. So we'll keep you guys updated tomorrow on how everything's going for day 10. And I might weigh myself and I'll let you guys know what we come in at. We'll see you tomorrow.